All right, now the final step. We're ready to ship our website. To do that, we're going to use a fantastic service called netlify.com. So head over to netlify.com and create a new account. It's free to get started, but you can always upgrade if you need more capacity or more features. Now I'm going to log in with my account. When you log in, you're going to see a control panel like this. First, we go to Sites, and over here, we can deploy a new site from Git. So Netlify supports different Git providers like GitHub, GitLab, and Bitbucket. We're going to go with GitHub. Now, the first time, you need to authorize Netlify to talk to your GitHub account. Only the first time. So let's go ahead and authorize Netlify. Good. So here we need to specify what repositories Netlify should be able to access. Do we want to allow Netlify to access all of our repositories or only a few of them? In this demo, I'm just going to go with all repositories, and Netlify is going to have read access to code and metadata. Let's go ahead. Good. Now we get back to this page. So let's select GitHub one more time. All right, now Netlify has access to my GitHub account. So over here, you can see all of my Git repositories. I'm going to select Moshify. Next, we need to specify our deploy settings. So here's the owner and here's the branch we're going to deploy. That is the main branch of our Git repository, okay? Next, we specify our build settings. So what command are we going to use to build our website for production? Parcel build index.html, right? Now, what is the directory we're going to publish? The test directory, okay? So make sure to specify these values correctly, otherwise things are not going to work. And now the final step, deploy site. Great. So deploy is in progress. This name that you see over here, it's a randomly generated name assigned to my account. We can always change that or assign a custom domain to our website. So over here, we can go to domain settings and look, here's the full address of my website, whatever-name.netlify.app. On this page, we can go to options and edit site name. So we can change this to something simpler and easier to remember, like Moshified. Save. Good. So now my website is accessible at this address. We can also add a custom domain. I'm going to leave that for this video. So on the top, let's go to deploys and see what happened to our deploy. Great. So our website is now published. Over here, you can see the published date and time and the time it took to publish this website, only 38 seconds. So let's head over to moshified.netlify.app and here's our website. Beautiful. Now let me walk you through the deploy workflow one more time. So we're going to go to index.html, make a tiny change here. Let's say starting from $10 per month. We have made a local change. Then we have to make a commit and say update the price. Good. Next, we need to push our change to GitHub. So we bring up the terminal window and type git push. Great. Now our code is on GitHub. Now back to netlify.com. Here on the deploys page, look, we have a new build in process. So Netlify is constantly watching our GitHub repository. The moment our GitHub repository is updated, Netlify is going to pull the latest code, build it, and deploy it. This is what we call continuous deployment. So shortly after a few seconds, building is going to finish and the latest changes are going to be live on our internet. All right, the latest change is published. And over here, you can see the message of the latest commit that was published. This is the commit that I just made, update the price, okay? Now we can also enable notifications. So whenever our website is deployed, we get notified. That's very useful. Now, sometimes building and deploy might fail. In those cases, we simply click on a deploy to see a log of what happened. So here you can see the exact steps that were executed to build our website. So Netlify tried to build our website. And over here, you can see our build command, parcel build index.html. So we can see all the assets that were generated and everything went well. So Netlify did some more magic and finally deployed our website.